introduce to you the man of the hour, Tony.
Hello and welcome back to At the Gates. I am your host, Tony, aka the Shitty Pirate, because I am walking to Miller Park after just going on a 2.5-hour voyage across Lake Michigan, in which I saw basically nothing of the lake because I spent almost the entire time in the bathroom not feeling well. The motion sickness got to me, and we'll just leave it at that. It was an experience. I wouldn't do it again, mainly because I figured that I had a sensitive stomach to that. I kind of forgot that that could be a thing and saw it as just a peaceful cruise, which it was not. So that was an experience. It's funny how the things that I've been looking forward to most on this trip or have expectations for turn out to be pretty much the opposite. I'd even equate that to ball hawking, because I thought Midwest area was going to be not necessarily easy, but a little bit more generous than what it was. And it hasn't been. I knew Toronto was going to be hard, but somehow that's so far the best game that I've had out of the three. So even the expectations that I had for which one was going to be difficult, turns out that I was just all wrong. Everything is backwards this trip. It's not terrible. I've seen some really great things, done some really great things and challenging things. And all in all, I think it's been quite a wonderful experience. It's about 2,000 miles on the road, and all I have left is one baseball game in my neighboring state. I'm in Wisconsin. Then just a couple 100 miles away is home. I might try to get to about Madison tonight, but I'm not going to push it. It doesn't really matter that much. I have all day tomorrow. So I'm going to do whatever I please. I'm hoping that today I can score one of those beautiful 60th anniversary balls that the Giants brought on the road with them. I saw that. Shout out Ballhawks Sean. He got one, posted it on Twitter just yesterday. Said that the whole pitching bag in the bullpen was full of them. So I'm walking with a blank piece of paper to make myself a sign in hopes that that helps me a little bit. Before I get too far, I better take a look at my backpack and make sure that I have the correct gear with me. So hold on a second as I check. Yep, got the hats. Perfect. The live play-by-play is brought to you by Tires Plus. When you need to add tires, use the Tires Plus function on your calculator. It's not that good with any other mathematical function. Wow, great ad read, Tony. Thank you. I see Miller Park in the background. I am just by a random little park. I park up by 52nd and Milwaukee Ave, I believe. Something like that. No, Wisconsin Ave. Yeah, whatever. 52nd Street up there. It's a little bit of a trek, but it is free parking. So I have plenty of time to kill. Mr. Sean is already at the gates, just waiting for me, like a puppy dog. And I'm like a different puppy dog who's running towards him, if that makes any sense. Oh, what is this tree? There's some type of fruit in this tree. I wonder what it is. All right, we got that. Oh, looks like a walnut, I think. Some type of nut. It was just naturally splitting open. Uh-oh. I hope this isn't one of those things that is corrosive, because there are some fruits. Shout out Weird Explorer on YouTube.com. He looks at different fruits and eats them and reviews them and tells a little bit about their history. But I learned from his channel that there are some oils in certain fruits that are corrosive and can do some damage, or at least stain or eat away at your skin a little bit. So I'm hoping that wasn't the sticky, oily stuff that I just touched on that fruit. Speaking of YouTube, you got that? Good. That was me not plugging my own channel. Listen to the last episode. I plugged it. I don't pay myself enough to read those ads. Come on. The last 24 hours of a trip. Bittersweet, but also you look forward to getting home. I know after the rather rough issue at sea, I'm looking forward to getting home, curling up in a dark room on my bed right next to Evie, and, you know, just basically feeling like a little child. I'm okay with that. It was tough. It took a lot out of me. We all have our things. We all have our fears. We all have the things that we're just weak at. And my weakness is motion sickness. It's kind of ironic because my grandfather, who I just visited his gravesite in Bellevue, Michigan, he grew up close to basically the shores of Michigan up north, and actually worked on a bunch of boats and did that for a few years. And I don't know if it was his summer jobs or what, but he sailed on those boats and later on joined the Navy. So he was well versed in sailing, but apparently I do not have the stomach passed down from him. So if you're listening to this from the great beyond, I'm sorry, Grandpa, but at the same time, maybe you feel my pain a little. Maybe you've seen those guys, the ones that can't hold their sea legs. I was not holding my sea legs. It was more like my sea stomach. I guess there's really not much else to talk about. We'll interview Sean here in a few minutes. I'll finish my walk. We'll all be happy. I'm just coming up on the parking area of Miller Park, so it won't be too long. Although you won't tell because it'll just stop and then start right back up seamlessly.